You are not alone in the fight. I don't care how isolated you feel, how dark the night seems, how silent heaven has been, let me remind you today. Asterisk, asterisk, you are not in this thing by yourself, asterisk, asterisk. The enemy wants you to believe that you're all alone, that nobody understands, that nobody sees your struggle. But the devil is a liar. God is with you, right now, right in the middle of your mess, right in the middle of your breakdown, right in the center of your confusion. He is Emmanuel, God with us, and He never promised to keep you from the fire, but He did promise to walk with you through it. You may be surrounded by problems, but you're also surrounded by presence, divine presence. You may feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on your shoulders, but I came to tell you that you're carrying more than the burden. You're carrying asterisk, asterisk, God's favor, asterisk, asterisk. And favor will take you places that fear could never block. Don't let your feelings fool you. Your feelings may scream that you're alone, but faith says God is here. Faith says He will never leave me nor forsake me. Faith says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for Thou art with me. Sometimes God will allow you to get into situations where nobody can help you, not your family, not your friends, not your money, not your own understanding. Why? Because He wants you to know that asterisk, asterisk, He is your source, asterisk, asterisk. Not your job, not your network, not your intellect. Asterisk, asterisk, God alone is your strength, your shield, your deliverer. Asterisk, asterisk, and when everyone else walks out, He steps in. When the phone stops ringing, heaven starts speaking. When the world forgets you, God remembers your name. You see, it's in the lonely places that God often reveals Himself the most. When you have no one else to lean on, you start leaning on Him. And when you lean on Him, you find a strength that you didn't even know you had. A power that was lying dormant, a peace that passes understanding, a fire that won't burn out. You start to realize that even if the world turns its back on you, you and God are still a majority, so don't you dare give up. Don't let that tear-stained pillow become your permanent place of rest. Wipe your eyes, square your shoulders, and remind yourself, asterisk, asterisk, God is with me. Asterisk, asterisk, in the courtroom, in the hospital room, in the boardroom, in the bedroom, asterisk, asterisk, He is with me. Asterisk, asterisk, when the storm rages, He's in the boat. When the fire blazes, He's in the furnace. When the lions roar, He shuts their mouths. You are not alone. Heaven is backing you. Angels are surrounding you. And the one who spoke the stars into place is fighting for you. The battle is not yours, it belongs to the Lord. You've been trying to carry a weight that was never meant for your shoulders. You've been staying up late, pacing the floor, wringing your hands, trying to fix what only God can fight. But I came to tell you today, asterisk, asterisk, put the sword down. Step back, let God do what only He can do. Asterisk, asterisk, the battle does not belong to your logic. It does not belong to your strategy. It does not belong to your intellect, your strength, or your hustle. It belongs to the one who has never lost a battle and never will. There are some battles that God won't let you fight because if you fought them, you'd think you won by your own power. He steps in and says, asterisk, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Asterisk, stand still not because you're weak, but because He is strong. Stand still not because you're lazy, but because He's working behind the scenes. Stand still because the fight is not fair when God steps in. And the enemy that came after you won't even see it coming when the hand of God moves. Some of you have been swinging at shadows, fighting with frustration, arguing with people who don't even deserve a response, wasting your energy in battles that were never yours to begin with. But when you know who your God is, you stop trying to do His job. You stop trying to prove yourself to people. You stop trying to manipulate outcomes because God says, asterisk, I will contend with those who contend with you. Asterisk, that means when the attack comes, he answers. When the enemy rises, he responds. When the storm hits, he speaks to it and says, asterisk of peace, be still. Asterisk, you don't need to clap back. You don't need to panic. You don't need to retaliate. Asterisk, asterisk, you need to release it. Asterisk, asterisk, give it to God. Hand it over. Place it in his hands and walk away in peace. What you give to him, he will cover. What you entrust to him, he will protect. And what he fights for, asterisk, victory is guaranteed, asterisk. It may not come the way you expect. It may not happen when you want. But when God shows up, he shows out. And when he shows out, the world has to stand back and say, asterisk, surely the Lord is with them. Asterisk, don't get distracted by the noise. Don't be intimidated by the opposition. Just because the battle looks big doesn't mean the outcome is uncertain. The bigger the fight, the greater the glory, the greater the trial, the louder the testimony. So lift your head, square your shoulders, and rest in the promise. Asterisk, asterisk, this is God's fight. Asterisk, asterisk, and he has never lost. Never. Let go of the fear. Let go of the pressure. Let go of the burden. Because the outcome doesn't rest on your effort, it rests on his power. Asterisk, asterisk, and his power never fails. Asterisk, asterisk, you've been striving, pushing, sweating, trying to hold it all together. But let me tell you what you're fighting can't be won in the flesh. It's not by might, not by power, but by his Spirit. You're trying to fix spiritual problems with earthly solutions, and that's why you're exhausted. That's why your peace is leaking. That's why your joy feels like it's slipping through your fingers. Because there are some battles that can only be won when you asterisk, asterisk, stop striving and start trusting asterisk, asterisk. You've been working overtime in your mind, calculating, planning, reworking strategies, trying to figure out how to fix it, but God is not calling you to figure it out. Asterisk, asterisk, he's calling you to faith it out. Asterisk, asterisk, you're not going to win this thing by outsmarting the enemy, you're going to win it by trusting the one who already declared the victory. When you stop wrestling and start resting in God, that's when breakthrough begins. Sometimes the greatest act of faith is not movement, it's stillness. Stillness in your soul, stillness in your thoughts, stillness in your spirit. That doesn't mean doing nothing, it means doing everything asterisk, asterisk, through him asterisk, asterisk. It means taking your hands off what you've been trying to control and putting it fully into God's hands. Because the moment you do, he steps in, and when he steps in, things start shifting. Do you remember Peter on the water? He walked as long as his eyes were on Jesus. But the moment he shifted his focus from trust to fear, from faith to striving, asterisk, asterisk, he sank. Asterisk, asterisk, some of you are sinking right now because you've been focused on the wind and not the word. You've been fighting with your fists when God is calling you to fight with your faith. You've been trying to control the outcome instead of trusting the one who controls the wind and waves. Let me tell you, this striving is a sign of self-dependence. And as long as you're depending on you, you limit what God can do through you. But when you trust, when you lay it at his feet and say, asterisk, God, I can't, but you can. Asterisk, you make room for heaven to move. That's when miracles happen. That's when peace floods your heart. That's when doors open that no man can shut. Because asterisk, asterisk, faith opens the door that effort never could. Asterisk, asterisk, you've done all you can do. Now trust him to do what only he can do. Trust him when you don't see the way. Trust him when the answer is delayed. Trust him when the report is bad, because faith doesn't deny the reality, it just believes in a higher truth, and that truth is *** God is able. *** so release the need to control, let go of the pressure to perform. Stop striving and start trusting, because what grace can do in one moment is greater than what your strength could accomplish in a lifetime. That giant you're facing is not too big for your God. I know it looks massive. I know it's loud. I know it's been taunting you day and night, shouting in your ear that you'll never win, never be free, never break through, never be whole. But let me remind you, giants may look intimidating, but they are not invincible. Giants fall. They always have, and they always will, when you come against them not in your own strength, but in the name of the Lord. David stood before Goliath with no armor, no army, no sword, just a sling, 5 smooth stones, and a heart full of faith. He didn't look like much, but he came with everything he needed, ***, the authority of God backing him up. ***, you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need everyone's approval. You don't need to be the strongest, the smartest, or the most experienced. What you need is confidence in the God who called you, because when you know who's with you, it doesn't matter who's against you. See, the giant came out every day, threatening, shouting, causing fear, but that giant only had power because the people gave it power. How many of the giants in your life are only standing because you haven't faced them with faith? That addiction, that shame, that depression, that fear of failure. It keeps coming at you, not because it's stronger than you, but because it's trying to convince you to back down before the real fight ever begins. But not today. ***, today we stand. Today we speak back. Today we fight in the name of the Lord. ***, David didn't run from the battle, he ran toward it. He ran with purpose. He ran with boldness, because he understood that this fight wasn't really about him, it was about God showing himself strong. And when you face your giants with that kind of mindset, the pressure lifts, because now it's not about what you can do, it's about what God is about to do *** through *** you. And when he steps in, the giant doesn't just fall, he falls fast, and he falls hard. Let me tell you something, it only takes one stone, one act of obedience, one word of faith, one moment of courage. God doesn't need much to do a lot. You may feel small, overlooked, underestimated, but the oil still flows. The anointing is still on you, and that giant, it's coming down, not tomorrow, not next year, *** now. ***, so lift up your head, tighten your grip, square your shoulders, and declare, this giant will not rule me, it will not defeat me, it will not define me. Because what stands before you is no match for the power that stands within you, and the same God who brought Goliath down is about to bring down *** every giant *** in your life. Believe it, speak it, walk in it. *** giants do fall. *** you've got to learn how to open your mouth and declare victory even while you're still in the valley. That's where the power is, not just in what you believe silently, but in what you *** speak boldly ***. You've been quiet for too long, letting the enemy narrate your story, letting fear do all the talking, letting doubt run its mouth like it owns the place. But today is the day you flip the script and say, *** no more. I've got a word from God, and I'm going to declare it out loud. There's power in your declaration. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. That means you can speak your way out of darkness, speak your way into peace, speak your way into healing. Not because your words are magic, but because your words align with the will of God. When you start saying what heaven is saying, asterisk asterisk, something begins to shift in the atmosphere, asterisk asterisk. Chains start to break, walls start to crumble, fear starts to flee. You can't just think your way into victory, you've got to asterisk asterisk, speak asterisk asterisk it. The enemy doesn't mind your thoughts. He doesn't tremble when you feel hopeful. But when you start to open your mouth and declare, asterisk, God will fight my battles, asterisk, that's when hell starts shaking. That's when angels start moving. That's when your faith takes on a voice and commands the environment around you to line up with the promises of God. You don't have to see the breakthrough to speak it. You don't have to feel strong to declare strength. You don't have to be on the other side of the storm to say, asterisk, peace is mine. Asterisk, faith talks before the facts change. Faith speaks while the waters are still raging. Faith says, asterisk, I'm healed, asterisk, while the pain is still present. Faith says, asterisk, I'm free, asterisk, while the chains are still rattling. Because faith isn't based on what is, it's based on asterisk asterisk, who God is asterisk asterisk. Sometimes you've got to talk to yourself. Yes, I said it. Talk to yourself, like David did when he said, asterisk, bless the Lord, O my soul. Asterisk, he was telling his soul what to do, because his situation wasn't giving him any reason to praise. But he praised anyway. You've got to encourage yourself, remind yourself, preach to yourself, speak the word over your life, your family, your future. Don't wait for a choir. Don't wait for a crowd. You've got a voice, use it. Every time you declare that God is fighting for you, you're reminding your circumstances who's really in charge. You're reminding the devil that asterisk asterisk, you're not backing down asterisk asterisk. You're reminding yourself that your story isn't over. So speak it even when it feels foolish. Speak it even if your voice shakes. Speak it until every doubt dies and every promise comes alive. Say it with authority. Asterisk, God will fight my battles. Asterisk, say it again. Louder, stronger, until your spirit believes it, until your atmosphere feels it, until your enemy fears it, because there is asterisk asterisk power in your declaration asterisk asterisk, and it's time to use it. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just stand. Not run, not hide, not scream, just stand. Stand in faith when everything around you is falling apart. Stand when your emotions are pulling you in every direction. Stand when the enemy is whispering lies in your ear, telling you it's over, telling you to give up, telling you it's never going to change. But don't you dare move, don't you retreat, don't you fold. Asterisk asterisk, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Asterisk asterisk, there's a stillness that only comes from knowing who your God is. A peace that isn't tied to your circumstances. A calm that doesn't make sense to the world. That kind of stillness is not weakness, it's asterisk asterisk, confidence asterisk asterisk. Confidence that says, asterisk, I may not know how, I may not know when, but I know my God is going to show up. Asterisk, and when you carry that kind of faith, the storm doesn't shake you, you start shaking the storm. You've been running long enough. You've been panicking, pacing, trying to fix it, trying to figure it all out. But this battle wasn't given to you to win in your own strength. You've been fighting in circles, wearing yourself out, when all God ever asked you to do was asterisk asterisk, stand still. Asterisk asterisk, that doesn't mean be inactive, it means be unmovable, be rooted, be grounded, be unshakable in your belief that God is in control and His timing is perfect. When Moses stood at the Red Sea with Pharaoh's army behind him, he didn't have a plan. He didn't have a strategy. But what he did have was a word from God. And God said, stand still. Sometimes God won't give you the details. He'll just give you a direction, and that direction is, don't move, don't flinch. Don't flee, because if you move, you might miss the miracle. If you panic, you'll step out of position. But if you stay planted, God will part the waters right in front of you. Stillness is trust. It's the kind of trust that says, even if I can't trace his hand, I still trust his heart. It's a posture that says, Lord, I don't have to see everything to believe you're working everything. And when you stand in that place, hell can rage, but it can't move you. The winds can blow, but they won't break you. The fire can come, but it won't consume you, because you're standing on something stronger than the storm, you're standing on a promise. So stay in position. Don't let discouragement knock you off track. Don't let delay make you walk away. Stay where God placed you. Stay in His Word. Stay in prayer. Stay in worship. Stay expectant, because those who stand still in faith will see the hand of God move in ways they never imagined. You've done all you can. Now stand and watch. Stand and trust. Stand and believe. Because when you stop trying to force it and simply stand in faith, that's when God steps in with power.